Hey peeps, welcome back to got too many streams going on. Welcome back to Two Full Two Stack. I'm your host Nick Taylor, and today we are astrofying things. Let me just go ahead, share my screen here. It's been a busy day, so not bad being busy, just busy days. So let's go ahead and share there. All right, cool. Let's bring up the chat. Cool. Hey, good to see you, Astro and friends. Yeah, no, today we're astrofying things. So, okay, I don't need to be on my mini PC, so let's get out of there. Okay, so let me just open up a browser. I'm gonna kind of tell you what I want to do. I don't know how far we'll get, but so we're gonna go to nikkit.live. So this is an Astro site currently. I'll zoom it in a bit. So this is basically where I have my streams that are coming up, whether it's to full stack, Nikki T Live, or my work stuff. Also, side note, anybody interested in all things AI related, hanging with Tejas Kumar tomorrow. We're exploring Langflow on the Premium channel, and also hanging with my old coworker Sean Roberts from Netlify, and we're gonna be talking AX, MCP, and Netlify, and all of that. Anyways, so this is an Astro site. Well, let's just talk a bit about Astro first. I know there's people in the channel that are fans of it, but I think I was hanging with Andy Bell last week, and he's a big fan of Astro as well. It's usually what he recommends for projects. If he's given the choice to steer what the tech stack should be. Um, but the reasons why I like Astro is so for context, I've worked on the frameworks team at Netlify. I've been doing web dev for a while. But the first time I tried Astro, or I think I was doing a live stream with Ben Holmes when he was working at Astro. This was like a few years ago when I was still at Dev 2, or maybe it was at the beginning of my tenure at Netlify. But pulled open Astro file, it was either a route or it might have been a component, and it just made sense to me immediately. The only thing that seemed slightly out of place to me was the code fences that normally that's for Markdown. But aside from that, everything felt pretty natural. It does look like HTML. It's not, I don't know what it's called in Astro, but it's not JSX, but even JSX is HTML like, or markup language like. But that aspect, having the scope styles, the single file component aspect, it didn't hurt my brain like the first time I tried it. And another thing I found really nice about Astro components specifically is I'm a big fan of React, and I've used Solid or React in some Astro sites. Astro went with astro.props in Astro components. And so I think that was a smart move too, because probably a lot of people have done React. And so coming to Astro, that was just totally natural for me. And then there's obviously the other aspect, which is, bring your own front end framework. There's a bunch of other things, and there's been all kinds of new stuff over the past while. I'll even drop a link to, I wrote a blog post on Server Islands, I think a couple weeks ago. All right, I got somebody saying nice work. All right, cool. Let me just go to not my dashboard, sorry, to my, over here, Astro Server Islands. Just gonna drop this in the chat for anybody interested. If you've used Astro Islands, they're pretty neat. This is basically a slightly deeper technical dive into them. I got my old coworker Matt Kane, who works at Astro now, to give it a read, and he gave it the seal of approval, so that was good for me. There's all kinds of other stuff too, and there's a lot of new goodies coming to Astro. I don't even know what all of them are yet, but I'm going to be hanging with Matt Kane again on, I think it's the 26th. Is that, let me check. Next, yeah, we're gonna be hanging. I'm gonna be hanging with Matt Kane next Thursday, June 26th, on my own stream, Nikki T Live. But can't say what we're gonna be looking into in terms of Astro, but definitely check that out as well. Anyways, like I said, just lots of neat things with Astro. The other thing are content collections, obviously. I've been a big fan of 11D as well. Content collections, I think, were probably heavily inspired from that, but they dialed it up a notch with Astro, where you have safely typed content collections. So if we look at like my talks page here, this is a content collection, and it's got the get static path, so you can just generate each page and stuff. And I like the type safety about it. And aside from that, yeah, it's like it's just, I don't know, I just enjoy working in it. Just feels good. um so what are we doing today? Okay, so I have my other site, nikiT.co. Whoops, which is currently forwarding my talks page to nikiT.live, which is expected. But so like here, I have like my blogs and stuff. And basically, this is an 11D app, and this is not shade on 11D at all. 11D is amazing and it works really well. I just been really enjoying building out nikiT.live, that I actually want to bring in my blogs into here now. And then eventually Nikki T Live, I just want it to become like my main site, nikiT.co. So today is basically we're going to do some astroification. So I'm not going to change my existing site. What I'm going to do is, or the game plan I have is, I want to bring in the blogs into nikiT.live, and eventually this will just become nikiT.co. So basically today what I'm looking to do is I'm literally gonna copy the markdown files and the images, which are my blog posts, gonna bring them into the nikiT.live code base, create a content collection for them. Gonna leverage some AI to do this too. Get it to generate the type for that content collection. Uh, and then we'll probably run into a few issues, like it'll probably say like all the fields are required, I'm guessing, when it just parses all the markdown I have. But there's some that there's optional fields, so that we'll tweak some stuff there. But that's kind of the goal I have for today. So yeah, let's just roll with it. So let's come over to, let's open up VS Code. Okay, I don't need to connect to my remote host right now. Let's open up Nikki T. Whoops. Let's see. Open on my work computer, but that's okay. I just want to open. No, I don't want to open that. Let's just close this remote project. Okay, file close. I've actually never closed. Yeah, close remote connection. That's what I wanted to do. Cool. Let's open and let's go to my dev stuff. Let's go to OSS. Okay, nikiT.co. Let's open that. So this is my existing site. And basically, let's zoom in here. I have a content collection in, I think that's what they're called in 11D. I can't remember now. Lines are being blurred. Anyways, I'm going to copy all these out of here, and I want to promote them to a content collection in nikiT.live. And there's also images associated with them. Uh, for some context how this works, I currently use dev.to as like my headless CMS. So I have a script that pulls in my latest blog posts or updates, and then if there's images, it saves them as well. So these are all the images here. So like you can see, for example, these ones here. And they're just given a certain naming convention. So that's two things I need to do. And then the other thing is, eventually, once it's all ported over, hey, how's it going, Brian? Good to see you. Once it's all ported over, I'll also have to modify my script that pulls down my content from dev 2, but that'll be a later thing. Today is really just focusing on let's get the content into nikki.live. So let's open up nikki.live actually. Uh, and actually, let's just save this. I'm a big fan of this Visual Studio Code extension. It's called Project Manager. Let's go ahead and share a link to it. Where's the site? Let's see here. Project Manager. There we go. Let's drop this in the chat. Project Manager. VS Code extension. I use this like all the time. It's just a simple way to open up existing projects. All right. Cool. So let's open up actually nikki.live. Let's go here. And we'll open this and then we'll save the project. Cool. And clear. And this is deployed to Netlify. So I'm just going to start up Netlify dev. And this should pull in all my keys and stuff. Cool. So it's on localhost 888. Let's bring that over here. So let's close the production one so that I'm not refreshing prod and wondering why things aren't changing. Classic move. All right, so that's all there. Okay. And all right, let's go to header first and let's close a few things just to get real estate. And we got talks, sure. Let's add here, home. And then let's do, that's not what I want. Add a blog page. There we go. Thank you, Copilot. All right, so let's come back here. So now we have a blog link, and it's going to 404 because it doesn't exist. So let's come back here. Let's open up Copilot. Let's create a new one. Create a blog page with the same layout as oh yeah, can't do it there, as the talks page. Let's add talks. And I'm in agent mode. Cool. Let's go. And I'll just shrink this over here. Give that a second. Now, I'm going to be working with AI in this stream too, because I think it's good to show people how you work with AI. And like, I'm not using it to really, this is like grunt work for me. So like, I'm basically not creating all this stuff. I'm just going to go with what it recommends. Okay, so it's even actually already trying to create a content collection schema, I think here, but we'll keep it for now. But anyways, yeah, AI is definitely great for grunt work, 100%. Like I think the problem with AI is when people say literally like, write me a blog post about this, or like, you know, I definitely vibe code, but I'm also critical of it. So like, I already know right now that this schema for the blog content collection is not right. I need it to be what it is in my markdown files that I'll bring in after, but let's just let it go for now because it's actually creating the boilerplate stuff. So we have a main blog page. Then there's a slug.astro, which will be under blog. So this is going to do all the get statics pass and everything. So this is all stuff that I would have to handwrite, and it's honestly pretty mundane. All right. Okay. It needs to fix a TypeScript issue. Cool. I'll let that go ahead there. Cool. All right. I'm curious about others' AI workflows. Like I actually worked on we're working a lot with MCPs at work right now. We're securing them, so model context protocol servers, and I had to basically build out a chat GPT like demo so that we could showcase our MCP servers. And I initially vibe coded the like initial proof of concept in bolt.new. And then after that, basically pull it into VS Code and Cursor. I kind of mix between the two. Um, Try Windsurf too. I don't know. Just always trying them all out. But eventually, I started coding within there. Again, still vibe coding, but checking what it's generating. So like I've done a lot of work with React. I'm familiar with web dev. Not an accessibility expert, but you know, um, know I think some pretty decent stuff that is well, the table stakes stuff for accessibility for sure, and maybe a bit more. But all right, we got the classic question: what style font for the syntax? I like the cursive style. Yeah. Okay, this is still working, but let's close everything here. So I'm actually not sure. This should be. Hold on a sec. Why is that cursive? I can't remember which one that is. I use. Um, Let me just check something. If it's this. Yeah. So this here, that syntax. This is what you might call it, dank mono. So Zustan. Okay, yeah, it is dank mono. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Dank mono. Let me load that up. Dank mono. It's from Phil Pluckthorn. Used to do a lot of stuff with GraphQL, I think. But I'll drop it in the chat here. Dank mono. There we go. Check that out. I just like it. I also like there's Mona space fonts from GitHub Next. I really like those too. There's also Mona space. Hold on. GitHub Next. Yeah, these two. These ones are nice fonts too. I'll drop this in as well. The editor's VS Code. I just have it zoomed in real close there. Nick Hope. Nichoth or Nick Oth. Not sure. Cool. All right. Let's go see here. Okay. It looks like it's done. Okay. So let's come back to here. Okay. It clearly wrecked some of my CSS. My drop down is no longer working, but we've got a blog page now. That's good, but it totally wrecked my my stuff here. So let's go and just see what it did here. Let's close the side, and then let's go to what did you change? So some people are like, don't just accept blindly. I I accept it blindly when it's generating stuff just so I can test it, but then I look at it after. Don't need the Dino lock. Okay, we definitely want the blog uh, page tags. That makes sense. Tags. Okay, the config is going to be wrong, but let's just put it up there for now. Okay, that's good. So I think it just basically wrecked this. So let's close this, and I'm going to zoom down a bit here. Let me know if it's too small, but I always zoom in when I'm streaming, but sometimes, okay, yeah, this is okay. So this part's good. I think I'm just going to copy that and I'm going to undo the rest. So let's just come back here and let's just undo. Okay, now we're back. We're good. Cool. And then let's just add in the blog again. I don't know what it did to wreck my CSS, but it did. Okay. So there we go. There. Cool. Everything else is good. Okay. Nice. Okay, so let's do a few things here. Tag utils, what it do? Get related posts. Okay. Yeah, so just to explain why there's the tag page updates. Oh yeah, no problem, Nikoth or Nichoth. So these all have tags, so you can actually browse by tags as well. So for example, it's going to do the same thing for talks. Sorry, for blog posts, I guess. Okay, so let's remove the blog post for now. And then let's see here. What was this one? Tag utils. Okay. I'm going to leave all that for now and we'll just do this. We're going to commit. So do git commit. These are just my aliases for git, but we're just going to git commit initial blog post work. Oh, whoops, I did this on main. So let's do reset. Let's do here. We can close this part here. Let's do new branch. These are just shell aliases, blog tastic. Let's call it that. Okay. And then GA, so git add. There we go. And then we'll push it up. Okay, so we got our first iteration of stuff. Now, the next thing we want to do is we want to bring in the nicky.co blog posts. So I'm going to go into my folders here. Let's go to nicky.co. Where is it? Source blog. Okay, so I'm going to copy this folder and let's come back to here. I usually have the side panel closed, but in this case, I'm going to want to do it here. So let's delete the blog folder and let's do paste. Oh, no, I can't paste it there. Okay, let's just do copy, boom, nicky.live, source content, boom. All right. It says it pasted it, but I don't see it. Where'd you go, bloggy blogs? Why did that not copy? Let's go and try that again. nicky.co. We got, where did my blogs go? Okay, there. Yeah, okay. Copy, okay. Copy. Why did you not copy before? Okay, let's go content. Replace, yes. Oh, you know what? Where the heck did it put it? Let's see here. Let's close some things. Clear. CD source content, ls, CD talks maybe? Where is it saying it put the blogs? Did I? Oh, it put it at the root of my OSS for some reason. I don't know why, but all right. Let's go to content. There we go. Cool. Now we got it. Clear. Okay, so now we should, yeah, we got all these blog posts now. That's expected. All right. And let's see here. Let's add them. All right. And let's do this. And let's say new. Just going to zoom in here so people can see. Update the schema for blogs to match. Let's see. Let's go with one. We actually don't need this file. That's from 11D. Let's see here. Update the schema for blogs to match files in source content blogs. Content .ts. There we go. No, not config. Content. Content. Where the heck is it? Oh no, it is config. Sorry. Okay, let's do that. It's gonna update the schema. And while that's going on, let's open it up. Config. So tox collection's all good. It's gonna give this a rework. Oh yeah, I gotta convert them. Okay, but anyways, let's do that. Let's keep. Okay, so this is more title, excerpt, date, tags, cover image, canonical. Okay, that looks proper. Let's save that. Now, the other thing is it is right. So like blog. Yeah. So if we look at these, okay, did it convert them all to I think it did. Hold on a sec. Let's try another one. Okay, yeah. So there's a bunch that are JSON. Okay, so let's see. I don't know if that's gonna work, but okay. Okay, this is fine. Invalid content. Okay, so we need a okay. We need a script to basically convert. So I was doing this, um, where you see like it's essentially a JSON code fence. This was honestly to make it easier when I brought it in from dev 2, but let's see here. Okay, let's do convert all blog post code fences to non-JSON gray matter, e.g. Don't know if it's gonna work. If it's good, it'll say like, okay, good. It's creating a script to convert them. That is good. That's what AI should be doing. It shouldn't be using AI to literally change each one, generate a script to actually do all this. Okay. All right. Yes, create the node script. Cool. And then hopefully it asks me, can I run the script? Yes. Run it. Okay. Let's see here. We went boom, and that's okay. Uh, okay, yeah, continue. Cool. All right. That's good. Let's close this. Okay. Continue. Nice. Okay, converted them all. Cool. And removing the temporary script. Boom. That is how AI should be operating. Cool. Nice. Okay. So let's close this here. Boom. Okay. Converted all the 152 blog files. So I guess I have 152 blog posts to standard YAML front matter. Maintain all field data. Preserve. Okay. Nice. Cool. All right. Re-verify the schema for blocks. I'm guessing the schema should be okay now. Maybe there'll be some changes, but let's go ahead and let's add all these changes. Cool. Okay, the blog schema verification shows that all the converted files have the correct structure. That's good. And let's see if we exit out of here. What is Astro saying? Okay. Image is not loading. That's one thing, but let's see here. Let's refresh. Okay, it does not match. Expected type date received string. Okay. Date. Okay, so I think that's fine. So let's go to the schema and there should be just z dot string, but not only a string, we want it to be isodate string. So there, what is it? T, is that the format? Is that how you do it? Or hold on a sec. Say fix the configs so the date field is a string, but in ISO date string format. Cool. Yeah. Okay. String dot date time. Okay. Let's see. Okay. That makes sense. There's already a helper for it. Okay. So let's refresh. And I did not want to go to that page, but let's refresh. Okay. Cover image, expected type string, receive null. This is good. This is kind of what I was mentioning at the start of the stream. Not, I think some of my earlier blog posts don't have cover images. So this shouldn't be a required. So let's just say, what is it? Dot optional. Cool. All right. Now, okay. Title required, excerpt required, date required, tags, canonical. Canonical URL is required, but let's just go look at this one here. Title, excerpt, date, tags, cover image. Okay. Template I'm less concerned about, but okay, so we got all of these and let's do this side by side. Let's bring this over here. Sec, let's close the side and let's bring this, there we go. Okay. So let's check out the schema. So we got title, excerpt, date, tags, which is an array of string. That's right. Cover image, optional, canonical URL. Yeah. Reading time in minutes and template. Okay, everything looks like it's there. So why does this not load? Let's see. Let's open this up. Not sure why this fails. Schema validation. I can see the issue. The error message says that are required, but looking at your from under all these fields are actually present. The problem is likely with the coverage field. It has a malformed URL that spans multiple lines. Okay, let's check that out. I don't think it spans multiple lines, does it? If I zoom out, no, that's one line. That should be okay. Okay, that fix is probably just nonsense. It doesn't have to be. I don't think that the quotes matter, but let's bring this out here and see. Okay, The URL looks intact. Let me check there. The format looks identical. Let me check more carefully. The title contains a double quote. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. I think. Okay. This is true. So the this should be escaped. So I'm gonna take a note too. Now, the reason why this worked before is because I was pulling this in as JSON front matter, but now that it converted it to YAML front matter, it didn't have the escaped 28-inch. So that makes sense. So I'm going to take a note that when I import these in the future, that I need to escape. So let's do undo. Okay, and then let's just try this. That should be okay. So let me just create a note. All right. Okay, boom. Let's add a note. When importing dev2 posts into YAML front matter, ensure to escape text. Cool. This was just automatically handled for me before, so that's why. Okay, so that makes sense. So let's close that. Okay. Okay, this makes sense because liquid cover image is optional. So let's go to content, sorry, config. Uh, Cover image is optional. That's right. Okay, or null. Actually, okay. Um, let's do this. Let's open up a new one. This can be null. Sorry. This is not optional. It's either a string or null. There we go. Nullable string. Okay. Let's keep that. Okay, let's refresh. So basically gonna have to go through this for a few, I think. So okay, blog Captain Obvious, cover image, that should be fine. Um, Cover image string dot nullable. Okay, invalid content. Let's see. Cover image, canonical URL, reading. Okay, reading time. Okay, what's it missing? It's got title, excerpt, date, tags, cover image, canonical, reading time, and template. Okay. So let's look. Hulk. Um, what would be missing in here? But let's just ask. Why does this fail schema validation? Okay, it's the same thing again. Oh, it's yeah, literally the same thing again. Okay, so just classic stuff not escaped, which was handled automatically before because I was pulling this in from the dev2 API. So let's just escape, escape. All right, now that one should be good. Let's close that. Captain Obvious. What about this one? Yeah, okay. Cool. Okay, it's starting to learn. Um, Escape characters where necessary, but keep double quotes on the outside. Okay, there we go. That's good. Keep cool. Okay, b data dot. Okay, so this is in the Astro tags now. That's different. Let's just see if things load. If post dot length and post dot sort tags dot astro. Okay, data dot date dot get time. Let's look at the config again, and let's just compare it to the talks. Okay, date is z date, but why is that? So if we go to um, talk slash this one here, let's look at the date. Okay, that's fine. Hmm. Okay. Z dot date should be okay then. Um, Z dot date. Gonna put this back. It's gonna complain about string. I know. Okay, yeah, that's correct. Okay, and then let's just say this for all dates. Is it better to have them as strings like in the attached files or have it as have it like in one of the attached talks. Let's add that. So Copilot, there we go. Okay, that's fair. Okay. Okay, so that is good. Also, let me just go check socials real quick. Bum, bum, bum. Right. Hope everybody's day is going okay. Just checking something. Okay, cool. Cool. Nice. Just had some blog posts updated. Some images were missing, so that's good. Cool. All right. So, okay, so let's do this first. We want to put them to all be that. Okay, cool. So let's do this first. Trying to think here. Okay, it's saying across both content types. So, okay. Yes, let's say that. Yes, keep it consistent with and also update. What's this file tag? Or we'll wait till it gets there. Let's just run this. Makes sense. I'm guessing it's going to say generating a script to update them. Okay, ensure all talks are updated. Cool. Updating everything. That's good. Let's see. That's good. Okay, that's good. All right. Gotta check work stuff. All right, cool. Continue. There we go. Scriptapalooza. And now if we come here, this is good because this needs to be fixed because it's strings now. So cool. Let's exit this. These are what I think are great uses of AI. Okay. Great. All converted. Now fix in the tag page. Cool. All right. Yes, you can see the issue. Yes, that's perfect. So we need to basically um, modify that. So let's just close a bunch of stuff here. So tag, let's go look at what it's changing in here. So yeah, so exactly. So what it's doing here is when it's sorting the talks, because the dates are all ISO dates as strings now, we need to compare new dates and then get time. So that's good. So let's keep that. And now, there we go. Okay, so this is cool. Blog posts are showing up in here. So it's separating blog posts and talks. Okay. So this is great. So like I'm already getting all the talks in here. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Tag utils. Fix the same thing in tag utils. Cool. And then this should update in a second. Do. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. It's still working. All right. And let's see here. Yeah, we shouldn't have to do that because it's already a ISO string, I think, but let's see what it does here. It's going to do some magic. All right. Yeah, so it's still fixing stuff here. I can zoom in a bit here, but all right, there we go. Cool. Now, so let's just load everything up here. So we got that. Blogs are loading now. We got, okay. Yeah, we got to fix it in there too. So also fix it in at blog. This is feedback for the VS Code team. I don't, or the Copilot team. It'd be nice to add things right in here. Let's change that in there. Or maybe it's up. Oh, it's already updating it there. Sorry. Let's see here. It's just fixing it everywhere. Okay, let's see here. Let's try there. Cool, cool. All right, booyah. Okay, so it's loading there too. Here's the blog posts. Okay, there's stuff to fix up here still, but like let's just make sure other stuff's still working. Talks, browse talks by tag, browse posts by tag. That's good. There we go. Okay. There's some cleanup in the tags because there's talks here. Uh, okay, and my latest blog post is there. Okay, great. So there's a few things to clean up here. So we need to get rid of all the raw and end raw. These were used specifically in 11D in the Markdown because it would cause issues when rendering. So, okay, let's do this. Wait, cancel. All right, keep sure. Okay, let's do new. All right, in all the blog posts, remove uh, remove and this from EG, and then okay, let's try this. All right. This is all stuff when I generate the blog post, when I pull them in from dev 2, it's stuff I would add. All right, so nice. Continue. There we go. Now the blog's not formatted super nicely yet, but also I like this straight to jail. But this is already nice. Related posts, my tags are working. Okay, this is pretty cool. Okay, so the other thing is the blog post should show like the talks. Yeah. Okay, let's do this. Cool. Like the talks page, have a thumbnail beside each blog post, which is a smaller version of the cover image property. Also use same rules as the talks page in terms of breakpoints for the page. All right, cool. Let's see what happens here now. See, again, this is just all mundane stuff that I could literally do this, but let's just see what it does. Let's see what the kid can do. Also, side note, let's just say hi to Astro Tools down there. Okay, so I'm hoping it'll figure out. And so, like, basically, the way it works right now, like on the talks page, you see the thumbnail on the side, and if you shrink it, they disappear just for smaller screens. So let's see if it can do that for the blogs. All right. Cool. Do it for the slug page too. So if we go here right now, okay, it's putting it there already. That's nice. And if we shrink it, boom, it's gone. Cool. Nice. And let's come over here. Should pop it in here too. Actually, I don't know if the talks. Okay, yeah, the talks do it too. Okay, cool. All right, so this should pop it in shortly. While that's doing its magic, just gonna check my work Slack real quick. All right, boom. All right. Cool. Remind me about this in like 20 minutes. Sure. Cool. Right. Uh, okay, that's still working, I think. I'll check in a sec. Cool. All right. I'm multitasking. All right. So cover image displays, blog posts, refresh. Maybe it's no. Okay, they're still not showing there. Let's say keep and let's go to blog. Let's go. It's good over there, but excuse me. It shows up on the tag pages, the cover image, but not on the blog slug pages. We're all multitasking. Yeah, exactly. Good to see you, Sarah. Shout out to Sarah for folks in the chat. Sarah's docs lead over at Astro. Yeah, no, definitely, Eric. Definitely, I would definitely rather be busy than bored. And I can definitely relate to this. I used to work in a restaurant when I was in like CJEP, which is like pre-university where I live. And when working in the kitchen, like whether I mean, I was a dishwasher at one point, then I was a line cook, then I was a busboy, then eventually waiter. But like whenever it was dead, it was like you could literally see the seconds on the clock, the analog clock just going like chuck, and it felt like 20 minutes till it went to the next one. When you're in the juice working, uh, just flew by. Okay. Cool. What's this saying here? Good to see there are blog posts with coverage. Let me check the current implementation in this. Okay, sure. We don't need to run build, but let's keep this. You can't tell me yet. Ah, that's okay, Sarah. All good. Uh, I'm actually hanging with your coworker Matt Kane next Thursday, and we're going to be looking at something on NikkiT.live, Astro related, that is new, but I can't and don't really know exactly what yet. So you're gonna have to tune into that next week. I gotta post that on socials. Okay. So why is it not showing still? So we've been pretty lucky so far with all our vibe coding, but let's see here. So still works there. So let's just show here. Uh, there. It works on tag pages. But not blog pages. Let's go here. You can do it. You can do it. I love how AI always, I mean, I know it has to do it, I guess, but it's just funny when it kind of reiterates literally what you just said. The code looks correct. Let me check if the actual blog post we're testing has a cover image. That's a good point, but I do know that it does. The structuring looks good. Okay. I can actually look at the code at some point, but I'm just seeing how far it can go. Let's see here. Hot reloading. No, I don't need to run dev. I'm already running dev mode. I mean, yeah, we're still good here. Yeah, that's still running. So it's not that. Okay, so let's just go look. We'll leave tag open and we'll leave slug and venue, blah, blah, blah. Okay, this is, oh wait, no, not the slug, sorry. Uh, sorry, not the slug page. I meant the blog page. Because if we come here, that's good. I'd probably show this above, but we'll fix that out. And there's some stuff. There's like formatting we got to do in here, but this is pretty good so far. I love this gif of Fred Armisen. Right to jail, right away. As from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Okay, cool. There we go. That's good. I just was telling it the wrong page, and there it disappears. Cool. So that's good. And this is already looking great. Now, like we can compare this to like NikkiT.co. Dot co. Stop forwarding. It's my own forwarding, I know, but it's auto completing. There we go. So looks similar, just different look, obviously. Got some of the pink in here, and we got those. Nice. I like how it splits it up between blog posts and talks. Curious if people in the chat would think two tabs would look better in terms of when showing these things. But for now, this is all good. Okay, let's go back to blog. All right, so this one I'm not going to vibe code. I'm just going to do it. So let's go to the slug page. So close all. Whoops, boom, boom. Okay, and slug dot blog. Okay, we definitely don't need that. Sure, keep. Yeah, okay, cool. So where is cover image? Okay, hidden, see like post dot data cover image there. Okay, weird. It's showing, wait, I'm on the blog. Why is it showing it under the date? Hold on a sec. Am I on the wrong page? What is this? Blog.astro. Oh, whoops. Wrong page. Sorry. W slug.astro. This is what we want. Okay, so astro.blog. Yeah, okay, cover image. So we don't want it here. We actually want it over here above the title. Now, I kind of wonder, we don't need to say no cover image found. That's for sure. We can just do this actually. We can say null. Cool. And we don't need a div here. We can just do this on here. Margin top there. That's good. Don't need a div. Just don't. Yeah, this is strictly ornamental, so I think that's fine. Okay, that's better, but I clearly I clearly did something. Let me take that off for a sec. Oh no, it is fine. Sorry, Z. There we go. Okay, yeah, I think it looks better on top. Okay, that's good. Now the other. Right now, it looks terrible. The spacing here. That's something else I'll work on, um, but in general, things are working pretty good. So only 243 file changes, so all good. So let's do this. Let's add them all up minus those. Okay. I just want to do add new content. I think that's all content. Cool. Cool. So let's do this. And let's just say bum bum bum. G chore new, or I will just say it's not a chore maybe. Actually two things we should. we'll just say content updates, including adding blogs. Cool. That's good. Close all. All right. Now, like logic wise, let's see here. Convert front matter. Oh, there's a converter. Nice. Okay, this is cool. So if I bring it in still, okay. So let's do this. When we convert, actually, I don't need the convert front matter. Hold on a sec. Give me 1 sec here. I gotta mute for a sec. I gotta take a call. Actually, I'll just go to my messages. 1 sec here. I don't know what it was. Sec. Yeah, that's right. We gotta call it here now. Basically, I gotta head out for an appointment, but we made some good progress here. So I think that's where we'll wrap it up today, and we'll continue in the next one. All right, and we'll astrofy some more in the next one. All right, take care, peeps.